So I just need to get that lined up right. All right, everybody. Hi, my name is Allison. Welcome to Tarot Thursday, where I go live every single Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and answer your questions. If you've never been here before, it is by donation. Let me tell you a little bit about everything first. So my name is Alison Wagner. I'm an intuitive empath, tarot reader, and psychic. I read and feel into the energy of the cards. And you can go to my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com, and read more about me and see my services that I offer. You can sign up for the free newsletter that's at the bottom of every single page. You can book a personal reading with me. You can do a missing person consultation. I'm also a teacher. So if you would like to learn about manifestation, the next class is going to be on August 5th. That is going to be an accelerated 5-week manifestation masterclass. That's coming again August 5th. So sign up is now. And then I have my online tarot masterclass that I'm uploading probably, I would say, the end of July, beginning of August, right in that time frame. I normally teach it live in March and in October, but we're all in different time zones. Everyone's got different schedules. So I've been asked to go ahead and upload that. So that is in the process of being uploaded. Work with my web designer, and I do private lessons in tarot, manifestation, and raising your vibration. If that is something that you need help with, definitely reach out to me. And I also have a section on there called Allison's Picks, and those are my affiliate links. And that is going to be Skin Like Butter, Dr. Amir Karim Skincare. It is Rogers Hood Apothecary for Parasite Cleanse, Mold Cleanse, the Lymph Kit, Fulvic Soak. And I have Omnilux Red Light Therapy for men and women. That has not been uploaded yet. My web designer went on vacation. She was going to do it before or on her vacation, and she hasn't done it. So that is coming. So you can find all these fantastic discounts on there. These are all products that I personally use, and I swear by them. That's why I have them up there. If there's something I didn't believe in, I would not have it up there. So that Red Light Therapy mask is great. It's for men and women. And honestly, ladies, if you're going to do it, buy the men's mask because it has a deeper penetration with the red light. I use the men's mask. Unfortunately, it says for men in small print on it, which is really dumb of them. But it penetrates deeper because I guess they say men have thicker skin. So if you want really deep benefits, you can go that option. That's what I've done. This is not medical advice, but I just want to throw that out there. Okay, so you can also see me on YouTube, Rumble, and TikTok. But mostly my audience is on YouTube, and you can read the Zodiac signs. I have a bunch of them that come up, and it's for all placements, your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign. So look at my Zodiac readings, my love readings, money and career readings. And of course, you know I go live, and I go live 3 days a week now. Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And on Thursday, where you're at today, it's in the morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then on Friday, that is the new day, and that is 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I answer your questions. It is by donation if you're new. It is PayPal, Venmo, Stripe, and SuperChat when it's live. A lot of people submit their questions in advance because we're in different time zones. Half my clients are on the other side of the world, and I know my viewers are too because I see it in your comments that you leave on my videos. So you can submit your questions in advance. You can submit them live. That is up to you. If you do Super Chat, just know it's a little more expensive because YouTube takes 40%. So that being said, it's $30 for Super Chat and it's $20 for PayPal, Venmo, Stripe, just to get that out in the open. And if you could, and you're enjoying today's show throughout the day, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you want to see me go live in the future, so that way you know when these events are coming up. And let me know where you're watching from. You guys know I'm getting ready to travel. I just got back from New Zealand and Australia. It was a phenomenal trip. I'm getting ready to go to Canada, and then I'm going to be going to Scotland and Scandinavia. Especially if you're in that part of the world, definitely let me know. I cannot wait. Obviously, I'm not going in the summer anywhere unless it's cold where you're at. That's why I went to New Zealand and Australia at this time. I am not a fan of the heat, and I will be moving very soon. So that is coming. Okay, what else to tell you? Oh, yeah. I now have a membership on my channel. If that's something you're interested in exploring, you can definitely go ahead and sign up. There's 4 different tiers. You can check it out. And this is fantastic. So we have such an awesome community. that the way YouTube has it set up, you can gift other people memberships. So again, this is new. And last Tarot Tuesday, what was that, 2 days ago, somebody gifted 50 memberships. That blew my mind. Now, I don't get any of that money, by the way. That goes to YouTube, but I thought that was so awesome to pay it forward. Somebody gifted 50 memberships. And our beautiful moderator, Ken, gifted 5 even before that happened earlier in the day. So, I mean, this is just a wonderful community. If it's something you want to be part of, definitely consider joining. If you so choose to gift, that's up to you. You know, I didn't expect any of this, by the way. I just thought it was phenomenal that somebody went ahead and did that. Actually, I thought it was incredible. It blew my mind. I think I was in shock. So anyways, that's something to definitely go ahead and check out. You get access to different videos, emojis. It depends on what level you're at. So if that's something you'd like to do to be part of this community and it supports the channel, then definitely check that out. And just a reminder, at the end of today's show, I'm going to be doing a general reading for the collective. That's for everybody that's here live, people that watch in the replay, or whenever this video finds you. And I just want to say a big thank you to everyone for all your love and support. It really means a lot to me. And this channel is just growing and we have such a beautiful community. I'm really excited by it. I think we have some really good people here. And what else to tell you? Okay, so here we go. Let's go into the show. So I have 2 rules for every live show. And that is the first one question per show. And that is because it gives everybody the opportunity to submit a question. If one person keeps submitting a question after question after question, I love your support. That means a lot to me. But it means that now it's become your personal reading. So that's why it's 1 question per show. You can ask a question every single show. It's no big deal. But we need to give everybody the opportunity to submit a question. So that's one thing, 1 question per show. The second one is no bad language or topics, and that is because YouTube is all about censorship. That is the nature of it. I love YouTube. I love this platform. I think it's fantastic. I love Facebook, but both of those are so into censorship that we just have to be careful. So if there's an off topic that you want to go over, that's when a personal reading would really suit you. But you can go ahead and ask any topic you want as long as it's family friendly for this show. Okay, again, you can submit your questions before or during the show. PayPal, Venmo, Stripe, SuperChat while we are live. And all of those descriptions are in the description of the video. If you're watching at home and you want to go ahead and submit a question, you can go ahead and find it there. And if you're watching in the chat, the moderators can definitely help you go ahead and submit a question that way if you need some help. So definitely, hi Ken. Oh, good. Thank you. I'm glad you can hear me. I need to check this more frequently. Hi, OC. Mizrahi. Hi, nice to see you here. Okay. Just checking in. Sorrentable, Ireland. Nice to see you. I'm coming to see you. I should throw Ireland in there. I'm hoping I can put that in my schedule. I really want to go. I've been to England so many times. I used to actually date someone that was English a long time ago, before I got married, a long time ago. It was a professional soccer player. So football for you guys. And so I used to go over there all the time, but even before I met him, but I've never been to Ireland or Scotland, so I have got to go. So you guys are definitely on the list. I cannot wait. And what else? Hi, Snake. Nice to see you. All right, here we go. Hi, Sandy. All right, so I have a disclaimer I need to read for YouTube, Rumble, and for TikTok. And this is, I think it would be fun. I can't wait. And so this is the disclaimer. This is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a therapist and I do not give financial or medical advice. Okay, so I have to say that disclaimer, and you'll hear me say it on certain questions if people submit something like it's financial or something like that. So first question is from Linda, and Linda asks a question every single show since I went live, every week. So I'm live 3 days a week. She submits 3 questions a week, and I love you for it. Thank you for your love and support. So Linda writes, good morning. Can you pull a couple of cards for me regarding this energy this holiday weekend? Okay. Thank you, Linda. P.S. Love your lives and Pisces videos. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that. You guys know flattery gets you everywhere. I'm on the other end of a camera, so I love seeing you guys respond that way. Thank you. All right, so let's look at holiday weekend. So for anybody around the world, you probably know in the United States, we have the 4th of July coming this weekend. 4th is Friday. By the way, the live show is going to go on the 4th of July. If you want to see it, it's from 7, I usually keep it at 2 hours, about 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So let's see, what is the energy of this holiday weekend? 6 of Cups, the 9 of Swords, and the Page of Wands. Okay, so when we're looking at these cards, we have the 6 of Cups, the 9 of Swords, and the Page of Wands. So this is really saying, you know what? A lot of people are in their heads. A lot of people are in their hearts. A lot of people are looking for a beautiful, loving experience. I think a lot of people really want this to go well. I know where I'm at. I'm in Southwest Florida. We're expecting a lot of storms. We might not have our fireworks, so they're going to try and time it where it's in between storm activity. But I think a lot of people are really happy. They want to celebrate the 4th of July. It's our Independence Day. You know, if you're an American, if you're proud to be an American, you don't have to agree with the government, but if you're proud to be an American and our beautiful Constitution, then you definitely want to celebrate it. And it's about having the weekend to spend thinking about our country, and you know, the fireworks and getting the kids involved and just having a really good time. I think that a lot of people are upbeat, they're optimistic, and they're really positive about it. However, we do have a lot of people that are afraid that something might happen if they're in a crowded area. If I think they are afraid that there might be sleeper cells. You can see how he's hiding in there. So I do think that, you know, I think that there's going to be terrorist activity. I think that they might be able to squash it, but I think there's going to be some attempts. I do think that there's just something that's going on behind the scenes that that we're not aware of. I do think, okay, I just want to show you this picture. So I do think the energy that's coming off of this, that there might be sleeper cells inside, that there might be something that's going to go off underground or subway or something like that. We do see it where you do have some people that might be making a type of, how would I phrase that? The words that are coming to my mouth is I can't even say it now. Thou doth protest too much. That's what's coming from this card. So that is telling me that some people that have a big mouth, right? So the head of the snake, right? So if you're going to go and stop somebody, you want to hit the head of the snake, the person that has the biggest mouth. So that is something that's coming from this, that there's going to be some type of attempt on the biggest mouth. Well, who has the biggest mouth in any country, right? So it's something was said, and you guys know I don't watch the news. So something was said, and there's also a target, but there's sleeper cells for sure. So we might see something happening. Again, these things can always change because there's new information. I'm just reading the energy for right now, and I'm not trying to scare anybody. Remember the disclaimer. Then we have this Page of Swords. So this is about someone taking action. They're really going to try. And this is a page. So it's not a knight. It's not a queen. It's not a king. This is a young energy. This is someone that maybe doesn't have a lot of experience. This is someone making a small attempt because maybe the larger attempts have been stepped on. But there's definitely going to be some type of activity, someone trying to make an effort to be disruptive. You know, and it could be anybody. It could be BLM. It could be Al-Qaeda. It could be any of these people, you know, and that's just samples. I mean, there's so many others, right? It could be anybody. It could be the government doing a false flag event, right? Don't rule that out. You know, there's a lot of weird stuff that's going on in the world right now. So that's the energy, Linda. So thank you for your question. Hi, Mick. Hi, Sharon. Just checking in really quick. Hi, Sandy. Zombie. Yeah, I would love to. I'll make that announcement when I get closer to the trip. Obviously, I'm not going to go when it's hot. I can't wait. I just think it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. All right. So here we go. Next question. Thank you for your question, Linda. All right. So, hi, Alison. This is from Clarissa. Hi, Alison. Love your show. I'm going through a divorce. Will I be awarded more than what was in the prenup? Thanks, Clarissa. Thank you for the flattery. Thank you for saying that. You love the show. Thank you. I love doing it. I love lives. I think it's a lot of fun. I like the interaction. Okay. So I'm going through a divorce. Will I be awarded more than what was in the prenup? Okay, let's find out. Thank you for your question. Here we go. It's for Clarissa. We have the 7 of Cups. Okay, these two went together, which is the Hierophant and the 10 of Cups. And then we have the 4 of Pentacles. Okay, this is interesting. So we have the 7 of Cups. Then we have, instead of one card coming out, we have 2 that came out, the Hierophant and the 10 of Cups. And then the last card is the 4 of Pentacles. So first card out is telling me that nothing is settled yet. So there's a lot going on with your divorce, the prenup, with the attorneys. I think there's a lot of back and forth. There's a lot of different options and nothing has been finalized yet. You see all the different options are swirling around here. That's because nothing has settled. Not one has come to the surface. There's so many options that could take place. Then we have these 2 cards that came out together, the Hierophant and the 10 of Cups. This is about you. I'm just going to say it. This is about you praying for what it is that you want. And I think you're going to get it. But you have to do some work. So this is you doing that kind of manifestation work. This is you in alignment with your spirit team, with Source. That's what's coming through here. This is you being grounded, stable, secure. And this is you calling it in with this 10 of Cups. This is you going for happy home, happy life, happy family. This is you going for what it is that you want. You're throwing it out into the universe. So you're calling it in. You're keeping your vibration high. You're seeing what you want to have come in. So this kind of tells me that you have a very high probability of getting more than what's in the prenup. But the thing is, nothing has settled yet. But your chances are really, really good. We also have the 4 of Pentacles. This is a stubborn, stuck energy. This is you not getting stuck because you have the potential of not being flexible. So what I mean by that, I think if they're going to come and present you with an offer that is beyond your prenup, if you hold out for, let's say, a ridiculous amount of things that you think that you deserve, I think that's when it does not work in your favor because this card is showing it. You're stubborn and you're stuck. If you're flexible, you've got that back and forth, that's when the universe works in your favor. But when you are stuck, you know, and let's say they offer you 75% of what you're asking for beyond the prenup, that might be a good time for you to just take that offer, 50%. If you hold out for that 100%, I think that's when you lose control and that's when you get nothing else. Because they could just slap you down and say, get as stubborn as you are about it and say, you know what? F you. I'm not going to give you anything beyond that. You sign the contract and that's all you get. So it's about remaining flexible and having this negotiation and this back and forth and being very civil about it because this is a stubborn, stuck energy. So don't dig your heels in on something. Be rational, be flexible. It's hard in a divorce because everybody's so emotional. They're on high. And, you know, and in this case, a lot of finances are at stake. If you have a prenup that says something, you know, that someone was there to protect their interests, they don't mind giving you a certain amount, but they're also there to protect themselves, which is smart, right? In this day and age, a lot of men don't want to get married because these people come in and they're going to take half of what they own, or they, you know, and they don't last that long. That's scary, you know? So anyways, to have someone just come in and take everything you've worked for. So I would definitely look at that because of that 4 of Pentacles. So Clarissa, thank you for your question. All right. So the next one is from Russell. And so anyone that's watching, if you're new here and you don't know what to ask, you can always say, what does the universe want to tell me today? Or will I find love this year? Or whatever it might be that you're interested in. Will I get a new job? All right. So in fact, this is the question. I just looked up and saw it. Hi, Alison. I love your show and Aries videos. Thank you. Flattery gets you everywhere. What does the universe want to tell me today? Thank you, Russell from San Diego. P.S. Come back home. Oh my God. I love it. He does the LOL. So you're obviously a regular viewer. Yeah, I'm considering coming home. I'm waiting for the winds to change. This will be my last summer in Florida. I hope. That's the goal. I want to come home. Yep. All right. Here we go. All right. So what does the universe want to tell Russell from San Diego today? Ah, you just warmed my heart. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Seven of Pentacles and the Temperance card. Okay. Four of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Temperance card. So this is really saying the gateways are open for you. This is the 1111 card, because this is normally the four, 2 wands and 2 wands, and that is the gateway that's wide open for you. This is the card of celebration. It's the card of freedom, celebrating milestones. So like weddings, graduations, a lot of beautiful things coming in for you. And this is really telling me that something is opening up in your life right now, and it's a time to celebrate. This is you getting your vibration high. This is you just enjoying life. And it's with other people too. You're not alone. It's a celebration with friends, family, coworkers, strangers. It doesn't matter. You know, maybe you go to a hobby group. Maybe you join a meetup. You don't know these people, but you go there and you have a great time. It's that kind of energy. It's to celebrate life. Then we have the Seven of Pentacles. This is really telling me that you have so many choices before you, Russell. You have so many options, but this is a time for you to choose very carefully, take some assessment, take time to really figure out what it is that you want to do and what direction you want to go in, the people you want to be with, because there's so many options for you. That's what these doors represent. But when you choose a door, all the others go away, right? And then you just pursue what is behind that door, and that's what's coming in for you. So that's when you take your time and you choose very carefully. You know, it could be that you're going through this portal and these doors are on the other side. And it's about you choosing carefully. Maybe you see them in the distance and now you're taking it all in. And you're doing this from a place of balance. So this is the Temperance card. This is you doing it from a place of harmony, almost like a Zen kind of energy, I feel is coming through in the cards. This is you really being in alignment with who you are. This is, for me, this is that mind, body, soul alignment that's coming in. And I feel like it's one of those energies where, and it doesn't matter your actual physical age, where you've been through so much in your life that it takes a lot to rattle your cage now. You've kind of been there, done that on this emotional, experiential type level. And this is allowing you to just take it as it comes. You roll with it. It doesn't really disturb you anymore like it might have. You just go with it. And it's like you have elevated your emotional IQ, and it's allowing you to really step into a higher vibration, a higher consciousness. That's what's coming in for you. So especially with this card, you're just really in a beautiful position in your life right now. So the universe wants to tell you that that's opening up a lot of doors and you have a lot of choices before you, but take your time and choose very carefully to see what it is that you want to pursue, because there's so many choices for you. That is beautiful. I think, yeah, I am coming back to San Diego. Really, I don't know where else to go. That's my home. I love it. It's been turned to shit, but I don't care. I'm going home. All right. Russell, I'll see you soon. I don't know who you are, but I will see you soon. All right. Lots of love. Okay. And thank you for your question. All right. The next one is from Kim in Nevada, and I see a super chat. I think that's from Ava. I see the A. I just see a letter. Hi, everybody. All right. Hi, Ava. I'm just going to like this right now, and let's see. I'm going to come back to this. Let me answer Kim's question first. Okay, so this is Kim from Nevada. All right, so hi, Alison. Love your Taurus videos. They really resonate with me. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And will I find love this year? Thanks, Kim from Nevada. Okay, let's find out. I'm going to actually switch my decks. Let me go to this deck for that. All right, let's go to the love deck. I feel called to do the love deck. All right. Taurus videos. I know these signs. We're in such a great age right now. Okay. This is for Kim in Nevada. Will she find love this year? Two of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Death card. Okay. So we've got Two of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Death card. So this is telling me you need to figure out what it is you actually want in a relationship. And for me, this card also symbolizes you getting to know yourself. So not only do you need to know what it is that you want in a relationship, what do you bring to the table so you get to know yourself in this new relationship going forward. It's you knowing your worth and value, knowing your worth and that you're deserving. So this is really telling me that it's a good time for you to do that pen and paper type exercise. Write down what you're looking for in a potential partner. And then on the other piece of paper or the other side of it, write down what you bring to the table. So you know your worth and value going into the relationship. That way we've got this beautiful balance going on. And it's about you clarifying your intention, getting that straight in your head, what it is that you're looking to do. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles. I think you're grounded, stable, and secure, but I think that you really need to double down on what your worth and value is. This Queen knows her worth and value. She's grounded, stable, secure. She attracts abundance and prosperity. So you're going to be able to attract love. You're looking at all the details, though. That's something, and you know, if you're an earth sign, because you're Taurus, because I know that because you said that about that, but this is about you getting grounded in those details, feeling very rooted in yourself, very stable, and that's going to allow you to, I think, really see somebody, because I think you're looking at all the details in a relationship, and that might be a little bit of a stumbling block, only because I think you're looking instead of acting. And that means that you're figuring it out, like, do I want love? Like, the energy I'm getting is that you want love, but you're not putting yourself out there. I feel like you're a homebody, and that's going to be very difficult. I am not a big believer of anybody, and I know that this is going to be something that a lot of people don't want to hear, but I am not a big believer in meeting somebody online that is at a distance. I'm a big believer that you need to see who they are, that you need to meet them in person, that you need to see them in the flesh, because there's so many liars out there. There's so many fake accounts. There's people use AI. They scam men and women in, saying that, they really love them, and that, they really get into your psyche, and they are not who they say they are, right? And so for me, you have to put yourself out there. That's why I always say a singles group, a meetup group, a hobby, whatever it is, a friend of a friend, you're introduced to somebody, whatever it is, you need to meet them in person. Do you have chemistry? Are you attracted, right? So you need to see that. So I would be very suspect of anybody doing online dating, because then you've put on all this time, effort, and energy, and then you find out they're a fake. They're not who they say they are. They're 20 years older or younger than you thought they were, whatever it is, or when you meet them in person, they've got horrendous breath, whatever it is, you need to see them in the flesh to see if you've got that chemistry. So I feel that you're not putting yourself out there is the whole point of that. And that's something that you need to put more effort into. It's going to be a numbers game. There's a lot of fantastic people out there, but it's who you have the ability to resonate with. Then the last card is the Death card. So this is you really releasing a lot of emotional baggage around relationships. This is you releasing old versions of you in previous relationships. So this is about you moving forward with this new version of you, this new idea of you, but you're doing a lot of release work. This is a wonderful potential of growing for you. I think you're going to get a lot out of this right now when you do that exercise. You could even do a gratitude journal where you write down 5 things every morning that you're grateful for. That can open the heart up, and it can also do a mind shift for you. So I think that you have a lot coming in for you. Will you find love this year? Yes, but you need to do a little work to get there first. There are no cups, by the way, in this. Now, this is a water sign. This is Scorpio energy, but there's no cups per se. So we don't see the 2 of cups. We don't see the Lovers card coming in. We don't see the 6 of cups. So for me, that says you have to do a little bit of work. And when you do that, yes, love will be coming in for you. So thank you for your question, Kim. Okay, let me come back over here to Ava's. All right, Ava. And Ava says, and hello, beautiful Ava. Ava is another person that submits a question like every single show. And thank you. I love you for your support and for being a moderator. You rock. I love you. So she says, hi, Allison. Love your live readings. Thank you. I love it. What does the universe want to tell me today? Thank you. Okay, so let's find out, Ava. What does the universe want to tell Ava today? All right. Oh, that was me. Okay. I can tell the difference between me and spirit. All right. One more shuffle, and let's see what the cards have to say. All right. What does the universe want to tell Ava today? We have the 6 of Swords. We have the Page of Cups and the 3 of Pentacles. Okay. 6 of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the 3 of Pentacles. This is telling me that you're moving on. There's something going on that you are moving away from. This is Swords, so we're looking at thoughts, words, and ideas. And this is telling me that you are definitely, you've made a mental shift. There's something that's coming in for you that you are going on to a different time. This is you leaving the troubled waters behind, troubled emotions, things that might be stuck, stagnant, not working out for you, or just in turmoil. You're going on to a calmer time, but you've chosen to make the shift. You're putting everything behind you. You see their back is behind them. They're not taking any luggage, so no emotional baggage with them. They are just moving forward. This is about you choosing to do it. It might literally be a move. You might physically be moving, taking a vacation, but you're putting something behind you, and it feels good. For you, this is also signifying that there is light at the end of the tunnel. So maybe something that you're transitioning away from that hasn't been working out, that it is causing, I just feel like it's causing a lot of, I don't want to say strife, but it causes a little bit of disharmony. And so now you're moving away from that. And that is the light at the end of the tunnel. That means light at the end of the tunnel, another door is opening. So I feel that that is something that's coming in for you. Then we have this Page of Cups. So it's a page, right? It's not a knight, queen, or king. So this is the young energy of the Court card. So something new is coming in for you. This could be a new love offer. This could be someone that is a little younger than you that's presenting to you. And he's bringing his cup of love. It might be someone that it might be a little immature with their emotions, but they can grow up. But they might have a little bit of stagnation. They might not be as high in an emotional IQ as you at the consciousness type level, but they're willing to put the work in. Okay, he's willing to do the work, and he has a lot of imagination, creativity, enthusiasm, but it's an immature, young type energy. Not negative, just needs to do some work. Then we have this 3 of Pentacles. This is about you being grounded, stable, secure. This is you. This is that teamwork makes the dream work. So you see there's other people in this card. This is you being around other people, whether it's work or relationships, and really working together as a team and enjoying it. It's that camaraderie. You're really getting a lot out of working together as a team right now. This is also quality people, quality foundations. So you're really looking for things, but you're having a good time too. You know, that's part of the polka dots, is that you're having a really good time. You're enjoying what you're doing. You're enjoying the company that you're keeping right now. And I think you've worked really hard to find these people and to keep them in your life. You're nurturing certain relationships. But this is that strong foundation. This can also be the card of marriage. So if you are with someone if this, and this could be even this potential person coming in, that this could be you, having that kind of depth in a relationship if they're quality people, because this can be the card of marriage. So that's what's coming in for you. Wow, Ava, I love it. Congratulations. You'll have to let us know, or not publicly. That depends on you. Hi, Diana. Hi, Ava. Hey, Paige. Just saying hi to everybody. So we got a lot of new members. For those of you that are just joining, we had, hi, Joan. So we had somebody on Tarot Tuesday donate 50 memberships to the membership on this channel. Talk about paying it forward. It was awesome. Oh my God. That came out of left field. That was so cool. So I don't, just so you guys know, get it clear, I don't get any of that money when someone gifts it. Now, if you sign up for it, yes, I do. But when you gift it, YouTube keeps all that. And so I just thought that was the coolest thing ever. Somebody gifted 50 memberships for this channel. It was amazing. Just amazing. All right. So I had to say that out loud because I was in shock. Okay. So the next question is from Paul. Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Let me get a different deck for that one. Okay. All right. I'm going to get my Everyday Witch deck. So this is a lovely, sweet energy. You're welcome, Ava. And then, hi, Rose. So get this. Paul, I feel for you. Hi, Alison. Love your show and Scorpio videos. Thank you. I have a woman stalking me. Can you tell me what is going on in her mind? Thank you, Paul. Okay, Paul, let's do that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to grab this one. I just got called back to this one. Okay. And then he says, P.S. Love your show. Thank you. Okay, so this is interesting. All right. So again, this is not legal advice or anything like that. I'm not a therapist, but I'm going to feel into the energy of the cards. All right. So I have a woman stalking me. Can you tell me what is going on in her mind? Thank you, Paul. Love your show. Okay, here we go. Thank you for that, Paul. I appreciate it. I love going live. Here we go. So what is going on in that woman's mind? We have the Hierophant. We have the 10 of Wands and the 2 of Cups. Yeah, she's definitely crazy. So we have the Hierophant, the 10 of Wands, and the 2 of Cups. So she really sees you as the one person that she wants to be with in this world. I mean, she is like, this is it. That there's nobody else. She's completely focused on you. She's got this type of monomania. She wants to be with you no matter what. She's going to be around for years. This is the kind of person you definitely want to get that restraining order or more from. Because I say years because, we see the life of a tree when it's cut and you see the rings in the tree. Well, look how this is the biggest tree. It's the oldest one. This is someone that's not going to go away. They're going to continue to do that type of stalking for years and years and years because you are their focus. This is someone that is totally burned out in the sense of they're not in their right mind. They're sick. So when I do personal readings for people, and this card comes up, it's not necessarily mental illness for other people. In this case, it is. But when this card comes up, it's that the way your energy is, the next stage is that you're going to get the flu or sick because you need to take a time out. So this person is sick. They're mentally ill. And that is a dangerous thing, which is why I'm saying, about the restraining order and everything else. Doesn't mean that that's going to stop anybody from doing anything, but at least you're leaving the legal documentation to, if you have to go to court, you have these necessary steps, excuse me, that you're taking so that you can really lock somebody up that is dangerous, because this person is dangerous. They see you as the only person in their line of view. Oh my God, that's it. It's a monomania. This person is absolutely obsessed with you. And they're mentally ill. You're asking me what's going on in their head. I think that for whatever reason, they see you as a solid stand-up guy, and that's who they want. I think that their life is so warped and that they would never be able to get a person like that because they're so messed up. that when they saw you, maybe you just casually smiled or you said good morning or hi or anything like that, and that person just locked in, and it's like, that's it. Like they don't want anybody else. You're the one, like something went off in their head and they are locked in and they're mentally ill. So that's what's going on. So again, I am not a law enforcement person. I am not an attorney. I'm not a psychotherapist, but I can tell you the energy of the cards. This person's crazy and they're dangerous. So I would definitely start taking the necessary steps. That's what I see going on in her mind. You are the only thing that this person thinks about. And you are different. So in this, I just want to say one more thing, and I'm going to let this go, is that when you're dealing with someone like that, they are not in their right mind. So you cannot use logic or rational analysis to try and assess their behavior because they're not rational. So they're not going to behave like a rational person. So you have to be prepared for crazy stuff to go on. Things that are abnormal, things that are not what a normal person would do. That's rational. Because they're not rational. And they never will be. That's who they are. They never will be. They're straight up crazy. That's who they are. I mean, unless you're like, you're going to put like some serious medication, I mean, to the point where they can't walk, then that's how you immobilize someone like that. But this is who this person is, and they're never going to change. They won't. I mean, give them lithium. It's not going to change them. They will still have that type of focus. That's what's coming in. So I'm sorry to hear that for you, but that person's crazy. So I hope that helps give you some insight. Thank you for your question. Okay, so the next question is from Jessica. Okay, and she writes, hi, Alison, we just moved. What does our dog Scooby think of his new home? Thanks, Jessica. Okay, well, there we go. There's some comic relief. Okay, that's how the universe works. Okay, so, hi, Alison, we just moved. What does our dog Scooby think of his new home? Thanks, Jessica. Okay, let's find out. Now I'm going to go to a different deck. That deck, that was calling my name because that I could feel the energy coming in from that woman. All right. Here we go. What does your dog Scooby think of his new home? Okay. We have the 10 of Wands. We have the 6 of Wands and the King of Cups. Well, he loves his new home. We've got 10 of Wands. We've got the 6 of Wands and the King of Cups. Yeah, he wasn't happy in the old home. He was kind of over it. I don't know if he had a small yard or if it was just a boring yard or whatever was going on, that he just really wasn't happy. But now he is. We've got the 6 of Wands and the King of Cups. So this is telling me that this is it. You hit it out of the park. Your dog's really happy. Maybe he's got more grass now, a bigger yard to run in, or maybe now it is a yard. Maybe it went from an apartment to a house. But whatever it is, your dog is loving it. He feels like this house was made for him. He's in his happy place. We've got the King of Cups. This is about your dog having this. This makes me laugh. This is your dog having like this depth of emotion and love for this new place. Your dog feels like he's doing backflips all the time. He's super duper happy. I mean, I don't know if like you're even working from home and maybe you can be around him all the time. So it's not just a new home, it's like a new lifestyle, but he is loving it. He loves, I think it's a very bright place that you live, that there's a lot of windows, there's a lot of light that comes in. I just feel like I keep seeing grass. I feel like he's got a big, beautiful yard to run in. And he can eat the grass, he can poop on the grass, he can smell these smells. Maybe some bunnies come and, he's got all these new things to stimulate him. But he's super happy. Oh my God, he's really like, he has arrived. He's in his happy zone. So that's what he thinks of his new home. It's victory and success after a struggle. And this was the struggle. He wasn't happy where he was before. Just not a happy camper. Oh my God. So that's what he thinks of it. He's just absolutely in love. I really don't have anything else to say. He's just kind of like in nirvana. It's his happy place. Wow. Thank you for your question, Jessica. All right, next question is from Sarah. Actually, let me check really quick to see if new questions came in because these were pre-submitted. So if anybody, let me just announce this. If anybody would like to ask a question, you're watching the audience, you can submit it through PayPal, Venmo, Stripe. The questions that you see here, a lot of the people have submitted their questions in advance. And then Ava, as you saw, did a super chat. So you can do any of the above. And if you're watching in the chat, the moderators can help guide you. And if you're watching at home, all of that information is in the description of the video. You can go ahead and click on that. Let me just do a check-in on PayPal and Venmo right now. Okay, let me see. And what else to tell you? Oops, hold on. Hopefully it won't make me do, yeah, good. So no light posts, no motorcycles, no bridges. It's just gonna go straight in. Okay. Well, it's still slow. Sorry, guys. Almost there. It's populating. All right. So let's do, so here's the next one. Okay. So Sarah, hi, hello. Can you do a general energy pull for me? Thank you, Sarah. P.S. Love your Taurus videos. Thank you. Taurus is a hit today. All right, here we go. All right, so this is for Sarah. General energy pull. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. We've got the Lovers card. And we've got the Two of Swords. Okay. Eight of Pentacles, the Lovers card, and the Two of Swords. So this is really about you mastering something in your life right now. I think that you've got a lot going on. I think that you are striving towards getting some type of a skill set that's going on. You're paying attention to a lot of details. It's like you've got your eye on a target, on your goal, and you're really striving hard to get there, and you're doing a really good job. I think all the hard work, effort, energy, time, money that you've put into this is starting to really pay off. I think that you are in alignment with something that you're meant to do. I don't feel like this is a love reading, by the way, because this is the Lovers card. I feel like this is something that is either a hobby, it is a, it's like it's a hobby, or it's a career or work. There's something else that's coming in around that, and you're doing something that's divinely aligned for you. So this is telling me, like, if you're an artist, you are in your happy place. You're doing exactly what it is that you're meant to do. Let's say you become a doctor. Well, you're doing exactly what it is that you want to do. You're a healer and you love working with people. You might not like the insurance companies, but you're enjoying every other aspect of it. And that has made all that effort that you've put into it, it's paying off, kind of energy. You're doing something that is along your soul path, your soul purpose. And this is really something that's guiding you. So you'll hear me say this too, is like, let's say you have something that you want to accomplish in your life, and you know that you want to, let's say you want to be a healer, because I feel like you're a doctor. Let's say you want to be a healer, and let's say you want to be a cardiologist. Let's say that, that you're really fascinated by the heart or whatever it might be. And that is part of your must-haves. So this is one of those things where you're in alignment for it. Maybe you're going to go and do your undergrad work where they specialize in cardiology, or you're going to do some type of internship, or you're doing something where you are going along that path and you're working with the people that are like the experts in that field for you to learn more about it. It's that kind of energy. So let's say you've got 10 must-haves. You're doing that 8, 9, maybe even 10. You're really on that path, and I feel like the universe is working with you. Now, I know the Wheel of Fortune didn't show up, but it's got that energy attached to this. So we've got some Jupiter energy coming in, where it's like so expansive that it's luck and right timing, and that it's coming in for you. But it's based on all this hard work that you've done, and that it's a skill set for you. That is a huge thing. It's not like you just poof out of the air, hey, I want to do this. No, you've put all that work into it, and it's paying off. It's lining up for you because it's meant to be, because that's who you are. Then we've got the Two of Swords. This is about you having some decisions to make, using your intuition for guidance. And so I feel like you're going in the right direction, but you're letting your intuition help you, right? And this is allowing you to hit the target that you're meant to hit. And that is huge, because a lot of people have a hard time figuring out what it is that they want to do. But I feel for you, that you knew what you wanted to do, and that makes everything so much easier. And that allows you to stay on point and to go to that target. Because look, that's exactly what you're doing. And other people around you see what it is that you're doing, but that is also you using your intuition to stay on target. So for example, maybe there were a couple of cardiology type schools that you were going to go to, or hospitals that specialize in cardiology. You used your intuition to say, you know what, this one feels like it's more in alignment with me than that one. And that's how you're making your choices. If you have the ability to choose, right? Because sometimes it's like, this is the only way you can go because that's the only school that accepts you, or the only, the only opening. But I feel like you're allowing that to guide you. Oh my God, Sarah, how awesome. Congratulations on that one. I really feel like you're a doctor. You're a healer on that level. So thank you. All right. Let's see. I'm just going to say hi to everybody. Hope everybody's doing good today. Oh, Jolly James, I'm glad. Wasn't that cool? Oh my God, I couldn't believe it. Ken donated $5 earlier in the day. And then during the show, somebody came, and I don't even recognize the name of who did it. I thought that was so awesome that they donated 50. So it was just really amazing. Like I tell you, I love this community. I really and truly do. I'm so grateful and blessed for everybody. I really am just so happy. Okay. So the next question is going to be from Javier. And Javier, I love that name. And Javier says, hi, Alison. Excuse me. Will I find love this year? Thank you, Javier. Love your Capricorn videos. Thank you, Javier. All right. Here we go. So, will I find love this year? We have the 5 of Swords. We have the Death card. Don't be afraid of the Death card. And the 8 of Swords. Okay. A lot of sword energy. 5 of Swords, the Death card, and we have the 8 of Swords. So what's coming in for you, Javier, is that you've got some obstacles right now. So with this card, it's telling me that you've got some obstacles with people that are coming in around you, and it could even have to do with family or work also. It's not just limited to love, but this is telling me that you need to resolve a lot of these issues that are going on around you first, because I feel like you have a lot of drama going on around you. Now, that's not wands, it's swords, so it's going to be more like verbal arguments, people trying to get in your way verbally, things that I just feel like there's some things that you need to resolve first. You need to release them. That's what the Death card is here for. This is that beautiful Scorpio energy. This is you releasing what no longer serves you. People, places, things, ideas, old versions of you. And I say that because I feel like there might be some strife that's going on right now. And this is, or obstacles, we can use that term. This is something that you need to maybe release some people. I feel like you guys are not in alignment. You're not resonating with these people. Like you're hitting your head up against a wall, that they don't understand you. They want to create problems for you. It could be people that want to sabotage you. You could be self-sabotaging yourself, because you get so frustrated that there's like a block. But I feel like a lot of obstacles are coming in when you do that release work and you stop over processing and you get out of your head a lot. That's when I think the doors open up for love. But right now there's something bigger that you need to deal with that's going on in your life that will allow you to be able to have love coming in, because there's a lot going on. This is like a self-imposed restriction. So that's really telling me that, once you get rid of these, I almost feel like these people are just like holding you back. That they're the obstacles that are there, that they don't want to see you move on. I feel like they're holding you down. I feel like they're pulling you down into like this quagmire kind of energy. So I would take an assessment of that and see if there's anything that you can shift. And when that shift comes, I think that you release it, and then that opens the doors for you to get out of your head, because I think you feel trapped right now. This is a self-imposed restriction. You have the ability to make the necessary changes that you need to make. It's up to you, right? We can't control other people, but we can control ourselves and how we react to situations. And that's what's coming in. You need to take control of this situation not just stay in your head and see about what it is that you can shift to change your life for the better, to get away from this. It's an interesting energy that's coming in, but everything you have is inside you. You just need to tap into it, and that's your way out. Get that clarity. All right. Thank you, Javier, for your question. All right. So again, now it's going to be final call. So let's go ahead and do final call because we're coming up on the hour. So this is going to be for anyone that would like to submit a question. This is an excellent time. If you don't know what to ask, you can say, what does the universe want to tell me today? Will I find love? What's happening in my job, retirement, whatever it is, go ahead and ask your question. It is by donation, so it's PayPal, Venmo, Stripe, and SuperChat if you are live, which we are. So there we go. All right. So this next question is going to be from Margie, and she writes, "Hi, Alison. I'm going to put my home on the market soon. Should I remodel my home or sell it as is? Thanks, Margie." Okay, let's take a look at that. Disclaimer, this is not financial or real estate advice, but thank you for your question. So I have to say those disclaimers. Here we go. All right. So should I remodel my home or sell it as is? All right, let's find out. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Swords. And we have the Three of Swords. Okay. So we have the Four of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the Three of Swords. So I feel that you should definitely remodel it. You see how he's sitting on his money? It's a stubborn, stuck energy. And this can also at times be this miserly type energy, because you see, he doesn't want to spend the money that he has. He's sitting on it. And that means he's not getting anywhere. This is telling me if you want to sell your home, you need to put the money into it and remodel it. You have the money, so it's not going to hurt you. This is telling me that if you remodel, you're going to get more out of it. You'll see it sell really fast. We have this Knight of Swords. This is a very fast, swift-moving energy for truth. He is riding forward. This is telling me that you invest, you do that remodel, your home will sell fast. Then we have the Three of Swords. That's going to bring a lot of healing. I feel like you want to get rid of this house. I feel that this is a house that doesn't line up for you. These cards none of them are happy. I feel like you're not enjoying your home for whatever reason. It's just you're not in a happy place. So I think when you do that remodel, it'll sell very quickly. It'll allow you to heal from whatever has gone on in that house. It could be that, it could be very well that you had a divorce and that house has a lot of memories, or the kids are gone and you don't want to be there alone, or you don't like where you're at. Whatever it is, I'm getting that you're just not happy there. And when you move, it's going to bring a lot of healing in for you, because this is a card of loss and heartache. And that just tells me that the end result is going to be that healing from it. So I think that, remodel. All right. Thank you for your question, Margie. Wow. I love that. That was a clean, clear energy. Okay. So the next question is from Tim. And Tim writes, "Hi, Alison. Will I find love this year?" Thanks, Tim. Love your show and Sagittarius video. Oh, thank you. I love that. So let's see what the cards have to say. Okay. So will Tim find love this year? First card out is an Ace of Pentacles. You will absolutely find love. And that's not cups, it's pentacles, but let's get the rest. 8 of Wands. Oh my God. Tim, you got 2 aces. You got the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. Tim, I've got the chills. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. We've got Ace of Pentacles, we've got the 8 of Wands, and we've got the Ace of Swords. So 2 aces. So when I ask a yes or no question and I pull an ace, that's going to be a yes. So whether it's a one-on-one session or in a show like this, that's what's coming up. But you got 2 aces out of 3 cards. There's 78 cards in the deck. Do you guys know the chances of that? Will you find love this year? Yes. Yes, you will. So we've got this Ace of Pentacles. This is a golden opportunity that's going to present itself. So this is going to be a relationship. It could start off as being platonic. It could be someone that you already know right now that is a friend, and then you go through that progression where you see them as a potential romantic relationship, but right now it's platonic. It could be that, but you definitely have a golden opportunity coming in, and you'll know it when you see it. We also have the Eight of Wands. It's coming in really fast. This is a fast moving energy. That tells me that you already know them, you've seen them, or they're just going to present. So maybe you go to a party, like someone has let's just say, because someone just said that about their home. Let's say someone has a housewarming party, and you're going there, and let's say like 50 people show up, or 20, or whatever it is, and you might just see someone immediately, a friend of a friend, right? Or one of their other friends. It's something like that where it just, boom, it happens all of a sudden. Maybe you meet in the grocery store. Whatever it is, it's coming in really fast. Then we have this last ace, the Ace of Swords. This is a triumphant breakthrough and clarity. Again, I think that you see this person immediately, and there's this recognition, and you both know it. I don't think it's just you. I think you both know it. And this is going to be something where you have this epiphany. Maybe it's somebody that is not in your regular type of person that you date. You're dating outside your comfort zone, and that is a huge eye-opener. You see that, but you see that you have more in common than you think, and that ends up being a really good relationship. But it's going to come in really fast with this Eight of Wands, really fast. So yes, you will absolutely find love this year, and it might just be next month, because that's a fast-moving energy. So thank you for your question. Oh, I'd love to know what happens with that. 2 aces for love. I love it. All right, so I'm going to take a moment to plug the channel really quick. So if you're enjoying today's show, if you could, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And leave a comment if this resonates with you, especially after the video post. I would love to see that. And if you'd like to see me go live in the future, definitely hit the notification bell on any of the other upcoming live shows so that you don't miss it. And what else to tell you? You can visit my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com, same name as the channel, and there you can go ahead and book a personal reading, sign up for the free newsletter, a missing person consultation, go to the Learning Center. That's where I have my manifestation class that's coming. The next one is on August 5th. That's a 5-week accelerated course, so look for that. I also have a online tarot masterclass that's coming out. So I normally teach it live in March and in October, but everyone's in different time zones, different schedules, so I've been asked to upload it. So I am the end of July, beginning of August. You will see that come out if that's something you'd like help with. I also do private lessons, one-on-one tarot lessons, raising your vibration and manifestation, if that's something that you need a little help with. And I have my section called Alison's Picks. Those are the affiliate links for the channel. Skin Like Butter, Dr. Amir Karim Skincare, Roger's Hood Apothecary, and I have Omnilux red light therapy masks. And I think they have other options too. There's a neck one, there's a hand. Awesome products. I use them all, and I used them all before I made them affiliates. I just use these products, and I thought, why not pass that on? So definitely check that out. All right, so next question is from Melissa. Okay, here we go. And join the membership. Join the membership. It's a great channel. You can be part of this community, and it helps support the channel. Then I can do more of these. Okay, so here we go. This is, hi, Alison. Love your live shows. Thank you, Melissa. Flattery gets you everywhere. What does the universe want to tell me today? Thanks, Melissa. Okay, let's find out. Don't forget, at the end of the show, we're going to do the reading for the collective. Okay, here we go. Sorry, there we go. Okay. This is for Melissa. What does the universe want to tell Melissa today? We have the 5 of Pentacles. We have the 8 of Cups. And we have the World card. 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, and the World card. So this is really talking about, I feel like there's something where you're not in a good place in your life right now. And I feel that it's not like, dire, but you're just not happy. I think you're very frustrated with your life right now. It's not going in the direction you want it to. and it's about you now getting direction. I think that you're getting ready to end a chapter in your life because you're actually moving on, and that's what this card is telling me. So you're just not in a happy position. You feel like things are passing you by, and you're willing to walk away, and you're willing to move on, to go on to something different. So I feel like you're really making this beautiful, life-changing effort. You know that there's more out there for you, and you're looking for that big, beautiful new adventure. And that's the energy that's coming through in the cards. And I love this because you're not settling. You're not going to stay being miserable. I think you've been trying to really work on something and it's just not working out. And you're walking away. You're going to go through the World card, which is the last card in the major arcana. If you see that, that is the 21. It starts with the Fool, which is the 0, and it ends with the World as the 21. This tells me that you're transitioning through this. You're closing one door and another door is opening. And that's awesome because you're not stuck. You're not stagnant. You're not tolerating something that seems like it's not tenable anymore. You're walking through this new door and you're going to start a new chapter. And that is beautiful. And that's what the universe wants to tell you, is that you're on the right path, that you are moving on to something bigger, better, and more beautiful that's coming in. You're shifting your energy because I feel like you're not in a good place. You know, again, it's not dire, but you're just like, you know, you're frustrated. You feel left out, fifth wheel. You know, it could be like in a lot of different things. It could be, it could be that, maybe you want to find a relationship and all your friends are married or they're in relationships, and then you're like the fifth wheel, right? It's that kind of energy because it's the 5 of Pentacles, and it's kind of like you're kind of over it. So you need to shift some things around. So yeah, you're going through some big, big changes, and you're happy about it, by the way. So she's happy. She's hats off to you. You're going through this next chapter in your life. So thank you, Melissa. That's what the universe wants to tell you, is that you're doing the right thing. You're on the right path. So good for you. I love it. All right. Next question is from Jill, and she writes, hello, Alison. Same question. What does the universe want to tell me today? Thank you, Jill. And then she says, would love to see you do runes. Okay. I had to read that right. Okay. Would love to see you do runes. You know what? I actually thought about making that so that could be an option while we do the lives, that I am doing tarot cards and that I'm also doing the runes if there's a request for that. I love runes. You guys know I'm part Danish. So yes, I'm an American, but my DNA, that Scandinavian's right there. Absolutely. I am Scottish and Danish and English, so yes. It's in the soul, so yeah. Maybe I don't have them near me, otherwise I'd rip them out right now. All right, so what does the universe want to tell Jill today? We have the Queen of Swords, we have the 4 of Cups, and we have the Ace of Swords again. Let me just see, has this locked up on me? Okay. All right, so Queen of Swords, 4 of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. So this is really saying, what does the universe want to tell you? This is about you following your heart. This is about you also giving yourself self-love and self-care. The queens all have an inward focus, whereas the kings have an outward focus over the realm. So this queen is very loving, nurturing. She has a big heart. She's very intuitive. She has a beautiful connection to source. It's that mind, body, soul connection. She's very, I said intuitive, but I'm really getting a hit. So that tells me that you're very intuitive, because it keeps coming through in the cards. And this is telling me, though, that you need to focus on a lot of self-love. So knowing your worth and value, knowing that you're worthy and you're deserving of love, to really, tell yourself that, so that no one can take that away from you, because I feel that it's something that's really coming in for you. I feel like because of this 4 of Cups, I feel like there's something in your life that has actually hurt you recently on an emotional level. This is telling me that it's brought your vibration down. it's you being frustrated, bored, apathetic with something. I just feel like it's a lot of frustration is what I'm feeling, but it's also hurt you at the same time. It's kind of a complicated feeling, that the energy that's coming through. So by giving yourself this self-love and self-care and really looking at this situation with your heart, I think that will also help heal your heart to know your worth and value. Whatever happened, okay, that was a learning lesson and you just move through it. It's painful, yes, and now you move on. This is something that's creating a blockage in you right now. So that is part of the problem of being able to move on. So look at what's going on. See if you can unblock that heart by giving yourself this self-love and self-care, and then you'll see that shift in the heart take place. And that's going to raise your vibration, because when you lower your vibration, you miss the gifts and blessings from the universe that are coming in for you, because they're there to help you and to move you out of that situation, to move you beyond that, to help the healing process start. Learn it as a life lesson. But right now, I don't think you're able to see that because you've got a lot of pain there. So this is about you shifting that pain. So think about your heart right now, and you're protecting it by putting up that blockage. So now you got to peel back that shield, that protective shield that's blocking it, and open the heart up again and go through that process. We also have the Ace of Swords. This is you getting clarity on the situation that you just went through, because I do feel that it's something in your past, and you see they both have a sword. Sword of truth. This is you seeing clarity and truth. And so it's about you, not just moving out of that situation to get away from it because it's painful. It's about you learning from that so that you don't repeat it again, whatever that situation was. But a lot of truth is coming in, a lot of clarity, and it's allowing you to take that knowledge and wisdom with you in the next segment of your life, this next chapter that's coming in, where you're transitioning out of that pain. That's what the universe wants to tell you today, Jill. And yes, you know what? Give me a little bit of time with the runes, and I will start putting that on here. I actually like that idea. All right, thank you for your question. All right, the next one, let me check PayPal and Venmo actually really quick, because we did have a lot of questions come in today. Okay, so let me just double check. All right. I have to refresh, guys, because it times me out. Okay, I am not a robot. Traffic lights, here we go. And now motorcycles. I don't know why it's so annoying. Oh my God, now stairs. Finally, 3 times. Bizarre. Then it takes forever to populate. All right, so we've got some questions that came in. Okay, so this is from, the first one is from Shirley. Hold on, let me populate it. Okay, so here we go. My birthday is July 15th, so I am a Cancer. What does the universe have for me? Okay, let's find out. What does the universe have for you? Okay. I love this deck. This is such a sweet deck. Okay. I just looked up. Lindsay, if you have a question, now is a good time to get it in because it's final call. Otherwise, if it comes in late, I won't be able to answer it. All right. So this is for Shirley. My birthday is July 15th, so I'm a Cancer. What does the universe have for me? Okay. We have the King of Swords. We have the Page of Wands. And we have the 5 of Swords. Okay. King of Swords. We've got the Page of Wands and the 5 of Swords. So this is really talking about you getting a lot of clarity. There's something in your life right now that the universe wants you to take a good, hard look at. This is you taking in as much information as you can on something, using logic, using rational analysis. Taking in all this information, and and synthesizing it. So there's some type of big decision that's coming in for you, and the universe wants to make sure that you have as much information as you possibly can get on it as you're making a sound, logical decision for yourself. I feel that you're kind of taking in this big decision that not just affects you, but maybe you and your family or other people around you. So there's something really important that's coming in off this card. Then we have the Page of Wands. This is about you taking action on something. It's you taking the first step on something. So once you gather this information, oops, sorry, that was me. Once you gather all of this information, it's about you taking action on it. So there's something that's coming in for you, some big decision in your life. This could be, vacation, something with friends and family. This could be with career, retirement, your finances. This could be your health. But there's something about you that is really important for you to get a lot of learning and information in around it and looking for truth, right? Because you're looking to take those answers, that information that you've gotten, and then you're making some type of decision. You're doing something with that information. You're not just sitting on it. You're actually doing something with it. This is the action that you're going to be taking. So you're taking that first step, no matter what it is and what arena, and you're making something happen for yourself. Even if it's an area that you're not even used to being in, like maybe it's something new and something different outside your norm, it's about you taking that action and really making something happen. And you're taking it without fear. You're very bold and you feel very comfortable, even if it might be something new for you. Then we have the Five of Swords. You're going to have some obstacles come in. So this is talking about swords, right? They're thoughts, words, and ideas. So obstacles could be coming in people. It could be in yourself, maybe self-doubt. Some things could be coming up. This is you picking your battles. Maybe some things are not worth taking on because it's too much time, effort, energy, and really nothing comes out of it in the end. This is you figuring out what is worth taking on. Is it related to this issue? Is it somebody else getting in your way? Is it people that you're not resonating with anymore? Old ideas? What is the obstacle that's coming in? Could it be a memory from the past? Something could be coming in for you, but this is about you really, you've got some big decision coming in your life right now, but you will have obstacles. And so the good thing about seeing this and come up in the cards is that now you know they're coming in. So you can be aware of it. And so that when they do come in, you can figure out what it is that you want to do, how you want to handle those obstacles while you are making something big happen for yourself. I mean, this is the King of Swords. I think you have a big decision coming in. It's not small. So that's what the universe wants to tell you today. Thank you for your question. All right, let me go to the next one. And this is from Millicent. And I love that name. Love it. Both of those names, Shirley and Millicent. Okay. Millicent says, I'm having a dark time in my relationship and trying to get my real estate business up and running. I'm hitting all sorts of blocks. Where am I going wrong? Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at that. Okay. All right, here we go. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Three of Cups and the King of Pentacles. Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands, Three of Cups, and we have the King of Pentacles. So I'm going to read your question one more time, then I'm going to answer it. So I'm having a dark time in my relationship and trying to get my real estate business up and running. I'm hitting all sorts of blocks. Where am I going wrong? So this is about being a builder. So this is about building something that is right for you, what is in alignment for you. So this is about you really looking at what it is you're trying to build, who you're trying to build it with, where you're trying to build it, because we've got two things here. We've got your relationship and you're talking about your real estate business. So this is this is the builder in the tarot, literally. So it's about you looking at it. Okay. This is, I just feel that there's something that might be getting in your way. I also think that you need to go out and celebrate and have a good time and get your vibration up. That's an easy one that's coming through. But there's something here that is blocking you building this. And I know that's what you're asking, where you're going wrong, but I just want to show you the cards are reflecting that you're definitely putting that energy in. Maybe you need to go and have a good time a little bit more and raise your vibration. Maybe you need to take a break from a lot of the stress and a lot of the things that are going on and come in with clear head. Because this is telling me that somebody, and I almost feel like this is the relationship you're in. This is the have your cake and eat it too kind of energy. So I kind of feel like, you're in this energy where you want it all and nothing is coming to fruition because of that. It's almost like you need to pick one thing and focus on that and figure out what it is that you want. And it's almost like you're sacrificing the other thing for that moment in time, because I feel like if you focus all your energy in one direction, that's when you can make something happen. I feel like you're going in too many different directions, but you definitely need to lighten your energy up. And maybe you need to go out with your friends to get away from the relationship for a little bit. I'm not saying break up, but I'm just saying, get away from the dark time. Go and have this type of celebration, because Spirit is saying you have got to go have a good time. So there's something about that. You, instead of being sad, raise that vibration, go out and do something with friends, family, strangers. Again, if you don't have close friends that you can go just and lighten up with, that, because, a lot of people live in different parts of the country now because there's so much movement with everything going on. It could be that maybe you join that meetup group. Maybe it's a wine of the month club. You just get together and everyone tries the wine, you laugh, you giggle, and you have fun, and then you go home. Maybe have some light conversation, heavy conversation, positive, keep it upbeat. If people are really negative, get away from them. Go sit at a different table, go do whatever, go mingle, go do something else. Find people that are in a higher vibration. And that means you also need to be in a higher vibration. You don't want to be the one that walks up to the group and, it's like you taking a pin and bursting the bubble that's a high vibration, because you're bringing everybody down. I'm not saying you're going to do that. That's an example. This is about you really going and having a good time for you. This is a shift. I'm harping on that because this is a shift that needs to take place so that you can start attracting the abundance and prosperity coming in. But I think you need to focus on just one thing right now, and then you can focus on the other. So choose, either focus on the relationship or focus on something that you're creating for yourself. Right? And look at that, take in the information on all of the above and see what is working out. So in the relationship, is the relationship going through a dark time? Is it salvageable? Is it not salvageable? What is going on? You can't control somebody else's behavior. You can communicate with them, but you also just need to focus on yourself, doing the work on yourself, your inner work. Right? You cannot change the other person. And if they don't want to change, if there's something going on, then that is a reassessment that maybe you need to take in the relationship. For the real estate business, it's the same thing. You take in that information. Where I live, every other person here is a realtor and they're all complaining that there's no work. Well, that's a lot of realtors. There isn't going to be work for some of those people, right? Especially if they're new and they're not established. Because they are everywhere. And I'm not even kidding, because Florida makes it so that anybody and their brother can come in and get a license. So there is a glut. So is that like that in your area too? And if that's the case, then you need to take some assessments. You need to move and become a realtor somewhere else. What is it that you need to do so you have that edge? So I would take in all that information and look at it in a realistic way, because I feel like you want your cake and eat it too. And there's something that's going on where you need to focus on one thing after another, because he's worked really hard to get to this position, but he is focusing on one thing: work, a relationship, finances, health. And then suddenly the big picture shows up. So that's what I would do. I hope that helps, Millicent. Thank you for your question. and your support. Thank you. Okay, so let me go ahead and go back. I need to refresh this. Okay. All right, so I don't see one coming in from Lindsay, so I'm going to assume that she didn't submit one. Okay. All right, let me check Venmo and Stripe. Okay. Okay, so here we go. We've got one from Mako. Okay. Hi, Alison. Love your Virgo video. Is this a good time for me to invest in real estate? Thanks, Mako. Okay, Mako, let's find out. All right. Okay, here we go. Love your Virgo video. Is this a good time for me to invest in real estate? Okay, let's find out. All right, so no more questions. If you haven't submitted a question, then you'll have to wait for tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I go live on Friday night. Okay, here we go. This is going to be for Mako. Oh my God, King of Pentacles. Yes, you should. Four of Cups and the Six of Swords. So King of Pentacles, Four of Cups, and the Six of Swords. Yeah, you should. I think that it would really work out for you if you invest in real estate right now. This King of Pentacles is telling me that you know, you've really come to an excellent position in your finances, and that you have enough to buy investment property, and it's going to pay off for you. This is about you just coming to terms with it. I think that you're really upset because I think that you're really concerned about what the outcome is going to be, because it is a large investment, a large sum of money, and that's creating a blockage. I think your fear and but because I know that it's like you have this fear that you're going to lose it, and somehow you're emotionally tied to your money. It's like emotional. You're not doing it as like a rational relationship to money. You have a lot of emotion tied to your money. And so this is telling me that if you just go with it, you will feel okay. And this is you really moving on. Once you move past that, where it's not emotionally charged your money, I think that you can make grounded, rational, logical decisions around money, because right now you're emotional. Oh, you're so emotional. Listen, I'm an entrepreneur. If you don't know that, I had my first business at 13 and a half, and I'm about to be 59. That's why I teach the manifestation class, because that is what I do. I have to say, if you need to release that emotion, because that will do you in. You need to just use logic, use your mind. If your heart is there when you're making decisions around money, like I'm going to invest in this because I love it, it could be a flop. You know, you want to do what you love, but you need to be smart about it. And I feel that the real estate investment is a good move for you, but you need to unchain this emotion that you have tied to money. That is, I think, really going to sabotage you. And when you do that and you can move beyond that, I think that you'll see things work out to your benefit. Very, very interesting. So yeah, the real estate's a good move, but watch it with those emotions. Okay, you need to get more balance in your life as far as that goes. All right, thank you, Mako, for your question. All right, this is the last question that's come in, and this is going to be from Lori. So no more. Final call was already called, so this is it. But I will be doing the reading for the collective after this question, so stick around for that. Okay, so this is from Lori, and she writes, "Hi, Alison. Will I find love in the next few months?" Thanks, Lori. Okay, let's find out. All right, here we go. We have Seven of Wands. We have the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. You will. We have an ace. It wasn't the first card, it was the third card, but we still have an ace. Will you find love? And if I pull an ace for a yes or no question, that is a yes. But some things need to happen first. Seven of Wands. This is you. You need to stop taking on people. I think you look for a fight. I think that you challenge people that want to be in a relationship with you. I think that there's something about you wanting to have these arguments. I think you like drama. So I think that you need to look at yourself. Why do you want to challenge these people? Why do you want drama when you're looking for love? Drama is not love. And I think that you have an interesting and almost warped view of love if you think it always has to be drama. And this, I'm just going to say it, this is usually coming from an abusive relationship. If you think that every time that there's drama and then that's someone showing how much they love you, that's not really it. And so I think that it's about you looking at yourself and why do you want to take on everybody and why do you want drama? There might be some other issues that you might want to seek out with a counselor to work on that before you find love in the next few months. You'll find love, but you won't keep love. Do you know what I mean? You need to do that inner work first. You'll definitely find somebody, but this is you having these moments of truth with yourself. I think that's it. You just need to, I think you need, I would suggest that maybe you seek out a professional, because I am not. I could be, but I don't want to get the degree. My degrees are in literature and philosophy, but this is telling me that you want to take on everybody, but it's truth time for you. And I think you're not immature. You're not a dummy by any means, but there's something inside you that is triggering these reactions, right? It is just whoever you're meeting, they know how to poke the bear. And I don't think they're doing it on purpose. I think that they are just triggering you because of these past experiences that you've had, whether it was childhood trauma or whether it was other relationships, and now you have a pattern. And now it's created this type of loop that you're in, this pattern. And so you keep attracting the same person, and they see you and you see them, and you're caught in this loop. So can you break that loop? Absolutely. Is it easy? No, but it's about you recognizing it. And I think you know it. You're very intelligent, but that's what's coming in for you. And that is not love, but you have the ability to find love. You have someone coming in that is a potential, and it could be, when I've seen this on so many occasions, and I love this, it could be a man that recognizes that you've been in an abusive relationship, and he's really intelligent and he likes what he sees, and he's willing to help you break that pattern. Yeah, there's a lot of guys out there that can do that. And I've seen it happen on several occasions, because I know a couple of the men that have done that personally. And they can do that because they are not going to be patterning the previous men that you've been in relationships with, that for whatever their own reason is for having that abuse. Maybe they were abused. Maybe that's the imprint that they saw as an example of love, and it's not love. Whatever your situation is, that's what's coming through in the cards. But I think that it's about you having that moment of truth and doing the inner work, right? We've all got something, and there's a lot more than just one thing. And it's about you doing that, and then you're going to see that shift, that conscious shift, that physiological shift, because your body has also been trained to think that that excitement of being in an abusive relationship is love, and it's not. So this is about you also retraining your nervous system, reprogramming the brain and your nervous system, and watch when you see that shift take place. All right, well, thank you for your question, Lori. We've got that for you. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get into the collective reading. I used to call it the soul tribe reading, but let's call it the reading for the collective. All right, everybody, just a reminder, if you're liking the show and you're having a good time here, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And hit the notification bell if you'd like to see me go live in the future. You can also go to my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com. You can sign up for the newsletter, book a personal reading if there's something you'd like to go into deeper. You can also do a missing person consultation, because I use my psychic abilities for that. I also have the Learning Center for the Manifestation course coming out on August 5th. And you'll look for early bird pricing on that. Also, the online tarot masterclass, look for that in July and August if you're interested in that. I do private lessons in tarot, raising your vibration and manifestation if you'd like to do that. And then, of course, check out the Alison's Picks, the affiliate links, and I do the occasional interview. I don't mention that very much because it's really occasional, but Jerry Marzinski, Hannah Roberts for GLP-1, and Kim Rogers. Definitely check those out. And just a reminder, I do go live 3 days a week. Tuesdays, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thursday, where you are today, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so in the morning. And then on Friday, and it will be on the 4th of July, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I answer your questions. You can submit your questions in advance or the day of during the show live. PayPal, Venmo, Stripe, and SuperChat. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it. What does the universe want to tell everybody today? All right, here we go. What does the universe want to tell everybody today? Oh my God. Sun card, first card out. This is the most positive card in the tarot. I just love it. So we have the Sun, we have the Three of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. Let me show you the cards. We've got the Sun, the Three of Pentacles, and we've got the King of Swords. All right, everybody, this is you following your inner child, following your inner bliss, your heart, your inner beauty, and sharing it with the outside world. This is what's going to bring you success and abundance and prosperity. This is you going towards the light. This is you bringing things into fruition. Maybe you're working on a business, a relationship. You go towards the light. For those of you that are not in a healthy relationship, this is you reassessing it, going for what is healthy. Same thing in business or work. If you're not a happy camper, do what it is that you need to find that shift. What can you do to go towards the light in any aspect of your life? It could be you choosing to give up dairy. You know what I mean? I mean, it's one of those things where maybe dairy's a trigger for you. Eat more vegetables, whatever it is for you. It's you going for something that is in alignment with you. You see these sunflowers, they all go towards the sun. They're following the light. This is something that is really bringing in a lot of abundance for people. I feel there's a huge shift coming in, but it's following something that is deep in your heart, the direction it is that you want to go in. We have the Three of Pentacles. This is really about you having quality relationships with your friends, your family, strangers. You're really lining up with people that are in alignment with you, and that's so appropriate for this reading. We're calling it the collective, right? And before I was calling it the soul tribe reading. Well, this is it. You're finding people that you're aligned with. This is that teamwork makes the dream work. Maybe you're collaborating on something together. Maybe it's just having a good time. Now, this card is about teamwork, right? It's about camaraderie. It's about really being around people that matter to you and that are going to last, right? We're looking at quality people, whether you interact with them on a daily, weekly, monthly, or even a yearly basis. I've got friends that I've known since kindergarten. I'm about to be 59. I might talk to them once a year. And when we pick up the phone, you would never know a year has gone by. We are right there. We are right in alignment. So it's quality people like that. You know, we're all busy. We have different schedules, but you make that effort here and there to try and keep that relationship going. It's that kind of energy. And it's really coming through in the cards. I think that a lot of quality, I think people are kind of drawing lines in the sand. And I think that if you don't have quality people in your life, life is so short that you're finding them, you're trying to find them, you're branching out. And that is something that would really benefit everybody. We have the King of Swords. This is everybody getting a lot of clarity. Again, you're taking in a lot of information. You're taking in a lot of rational information, and you're looking for that type of clarity. And I think that this is going to be really transformative for a lot of people. I think a lot of people are tired of bullshit, and they really don't have time to tolerate it. Some people might have been polite before, and they've tried to tolerate other things, but I think we're really coming to it, and it doesn't, you know, political stuff aside, I'm talking about just like regular, like day-to-day stuff. I think people just don't have time for it anymore. It's a time waster. And this is telling me you're getting clarity on a lot of things, and you're not tolerating that in your life because You are accelerating. You're going towards the light, and so many beautiful things are coming in that when you do see someone that's full of it, like, I mean, like really full of it, or they're blocking your progress, you're not tolerating it, and you see it for what it is. And maybe you couldn't see that before. Maybe it was hard to get that clarity. And again, a lot of people are polite, and maybe they don't say something, they just tolerate it, but it's really compromising themselves. And that's something that's really coming through. So for this week, beautiful energy. The sun, I mean, it's the most positive card in the deck. That's just telling me a lot of success is coming in for people. And that's not just financial, right? We're looking at your success for your heart, raising your vibration. We're looking at success in maybe finances, your health, relationships, travel, whatever it is. It's about you following your path. And that's really coming through loud and clear. That's what the universe wants to tell everybody today. All right, everybody, sending you lots of love. And again, if you could, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And leave a comment. Oh, let me, you know what? Let me put out some memberships. I'm sorry. I forgot about that. I'm not used to that. Oh, that's what I wanted to do today. I totally forgot because I'm not used to it. So let me go over here. Oh, is it going to let me? Hold on. Yeah, here we go. All right. So let me see if I can give away memberships. I have to figure out how to do it. It's going to be random. So please, nobody get their feelings hurt. Oh my God, can I do it? Oh, this is, well, I might not be able to do it. I don't know. This is annoying. All right, guys, I'm going to have to do it next time because there should just be a button for me and there isn't. So I can't really hit anything to give everybody memberships right now. Let me refresh and see if it shows up. Nope. All right, so I have to figure out how to do it. I thought I was going to be really cool and give away memberships, but I don't see any button. Oh my God, I'm sorry, guys. Next time, so Friday, I will give away 5 memberships because I will have figured it out by then. That's tomorrow. All right, everybody, sending you lots of love. Bye for now.